Good evening, guys. Good to see y'all this evening. Hope you've had a good weekend, a blessed Sunday. Let's see who's in here. Sounds like a plan. True American Loretta, Rob, Homestead Homeboy, Independent Marine. Good to see you guys. Flo Grown, good to see you. Joe Morgan, Ashley, good to see y'all. Well, that didn't take long to catch up. So I hope you guys are doing well. I know there's a lot going on. I posted a little short video earlier. Tonight's just going to be kind of like an open chat, whatever you guys want to talk about. Um, I've been very busy this weekend. I've had no time to study up on anything or even decide what I wanted to read tonight. So we're just going to have a open chat, and I just asked not so much on the doom and gloom. I mean, I know there's been some new developments today, but I would like for us tonight just to kind of concentrate on, how to make the best out of what we already have. Because, just keeping it real, if you was to just now start prepping, you're either going to have to be sitting on a big stack of cash to even come remotely close to being ready for anything, or I don't know, because prices are, even if it's in the store, prices are getting crazy. And I'd like for us to just kind of concentrate and help each other, use as best we can what we already have. Say if it was to pop off tomorrow, what we got's what we got. You know, just kind of talk and, like, I don't know, whatever that would amount to. Like, you guys, share recipes for prepping food, or like easy cheap meals. Of course, there's beans and rice, but just different things to help each other instead of focusing on when it's going to happen, if it does happen. I mean, if it does or if it don't, at least what I mean. It's like everybody, a lot of channels are focusing on the, just like counting down until it happens. I just kind of want to keep it, I guess, positive, if that's possible right now. Yep, P&P chicks are still over there. They're growing fast though. Thanks, Flow Grown. I didn't intend on it being this short, but I messed it up. So here we are. B&B, Coral Tigger, good to see you guys. That is positive. New York ending the mask mandates for schools. That's awesome. The moral of this story is we cannot shut down and do nothing. We need to be productive. Right. I mean, I understand, people's got to get, the news out there, whether, I mean, and be careful too of like what you're watching. And, I mean, not that I know that I'm watching the right stuff, but um, there's a lot of people that seem to be like pushing this, which don't make sense because to me, if like if you was a channel that sold like survival food and all kind of survival gear, I could almost understand pushing the certainty that this is going to happen. You need to buy this stuff now. But if you're just a small time YouTuber, try. I'd much rather spend the time we have, you know, spitballing ideas back and forth and coming up with a decent plan as opposed to trying to make somebody go out and break the bank. You know what I mean? I'm worried what tomorrow brings for stocks and bank, but I have what I need housewise. Very good. Phoenix, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I can't wait for this week, Coral. It's supposed to be so nice here. I think maybe rain moving in Thursday or Friday, but it's supposed to be like upper 50s, low 60s last time I looked. But and the masks end here this week, even in my county. That's funny. She says even in her county because Bloomington, man, they're bad over there. Monroe County is basically kind of like living in New York, but not as extreme. They aren't pushing it. They are beating a dead horse, almost like the 2 weeks, and we will all be normal again. Talk. And it's so hard to even, of course, mainstream media is not going to tell you everything. It's like, where do you go to actually find out what's going on? Like, I know that, well, I don't know. Nobody knows. But supposedly Russia's put their nuclear, whatever on high alert because Putin's pissed. I mean, but, you know, is that true? Is it not true? It's terrible that you can't trust the news anymore at all. I mean, it's not like it used to be, just 10, 15, 20 years ago. But now you just don't know where to go with it. I did see that silver and gold is up. Hey Coral, what's the gas looking like in diesel in Bloomington? Here it jumped 23 cents, I think, since Friday. The gas and our diesel, or our gas is right now at I think 363, and diesel is like 406 a gallon. Hey John Doe, good to see you, man. Let's see. When stocks go down, metal goes up. Yep. $3.15 in Arkansas. Hey Bear, good to see you, man. It is scary times. I mean, but we just can't lose focus. I mean, just I know. I mean, I promise you. I now more than ever. We've stepped our game up. Doing what we can as we can afford it. And now is not the time to. I know it's scary, but you can't just stay glued to the news or the internet or YouTube or whatever. I mean, checking in on the news, that's one thing, but just don't get sidetracked and, spend more time worrying about the thing. I agree, Flowgrown. Putin is a very proud man. He's a little embarrassed with progress, and that can be dangerous. 359 here. Costco had a long line Thursday night, almost panic buy. Ashley gas is 379 and diesel is 429. North Carolina is 359. Man. About 349 says flow grown. You're absolutely right, Bear. All we can do is keep our eyes on Jesus because, I mean, we know how the story ends inevitably, but it's just when. Widgets World, good to see you. Tammy, good to see you. Jan Rudd, good to see you. 349 here in Florida, she says. Big Herman, good to see you. Don Mitchell, 359 in Minnesota. Good to see you. Blue Vandal, good to see you. Pinball said bank had line out the door people trying to get their money yesterday. I don't doubt that a bit. And I told people um, around here, a few that kind of know what we do and I trust. I told them that they need to be getting to the bank and just leaving enough in to cover your bills or whatever, and snatching the rest of it out. Because I will say that, not in fear mongering, but I think way before anything nuclear would ever happen, they'll take out our power grid first if it comes if it comes to that. You know, just like I said, make it clear, I'm not fear mongering. I hate that stuff. But I think that'll happen way before nuclear would. You're right, Phoenix. We know how it ends, but if we only knew if it was pre-trib, mid-trib, or post-trib, I'll tell you right now, I'm prepping for post. I mean, if we're called out of here before that, great. But if not, I won't. That's what I'm prepping for. Hey, 2A guy, it has been a minute. Website on my phone I've been watching. I wonder why that's held for review. It's not fear mongering to have an opinion. It's fear mongering to make people afraid to leave their home. I've seen some do that. You're absolutely right. And yeah, nobody wants to be around for the last few years, but I mean, it's always possible. Ashley, and tell Faith I said hi if she's or if she's watching. Hi, Faith. Hope you're doing well. I don't think I have enough beans for 7 years. Not fear mongering, just information I've got. I expect a cyber attack by Russia this week, possibly on banks. I've heard intel of it. I I really don't. I mean, this is just my opinion. I don't think Putin mess with a whole lot of people but all it's going to take is any one country that's part of NATO, just one bad move, then I think he'll take it out on NATO as a whole. That's my opinion. I don't even think it'd have to be the U.S. to do anything. I think if he makes a move, he doesn't. That's when I think the cyber attacks will start on us, or I guess you could say worldwide. I just purchased more Frito Leads today. Thankfully, the shelves were stocked this morning. I went to Rural King today. It's where I usually get most of mine, and which I did get some 22 long rifle, but which if you have a Rural King, I don't know if it's everywhere, but they're on sale for $5 for 50 rounds today, by the way, or this weekend maybe. I don't know how long the sale is, but anyway, there was no 5.56 or 223 at all, and they said they wouldn't know when they get more in, so that's already started. I'm ready any day for anything at any time. If I don't have it, I'll figure it out. I cared for two people with health issues and one with dementia and with no running water. Absolutely, man. Papa, Jennifer is here but can't see her. Can you look to see if she's hidden? Yeah. Just a second. She shouldn't be hidden. Figure out how to do that real quick. Hold on just a second, guys. Go in here and see what I can find. And of course, it's be. Let's see. Excuse me. She is blocked. She shouldn't be now. How did she get blocked? That was odd. Okay, she should be good now. Sorry about that, Jennifer. I don't know how that would have happened. I'll go back up here. I filled up all my propane tanks and also all my gas cans. We are in for a rude awakening. Too much going on. 22 is $5 for 50 rounds. Yes, that's what I got today at Rural King, Coral. No Rural King in California that I'm aware of. I usually buy at Bass Pro. See, they're still price gouging bad here for 22s because it's so common here, I guess. So when I found it for 50 or yeah, 50 rounds for $5. No, I'm sorry, it's 50 rounds for $6. My bad. It was $5.99. But that's the cheapest I've seen 22 in a long time here. Would anyone like to trade some 9mm rounds for Full Metal Jacket 308 rounds? I don't have the need for 308, but um, have you checked Rural King? I don't know if you're just wanting to trade instead of buy, but Rural King in Bedford by us, I mean, they had a lot of 308 and it was going for, I think, 16 for 20 rounds. Never mind, I need 20 gauge. Another good place to go for Rural King, or at least in town today, they had all kinds of 20 gauge. Growing up, my mom made spam and rice. Make it with spam cubed, canned tomatoes, rice, chopped onions, and a bay leaf or two, cooked together with enough liquid as per rice directions. We kids loved it. That don't sound bad. I'm not a fan of spam. I'll admit it. But I mean, if I was hungry enough, I sure would eat it. America would have already taken Ukraine. We don't mess around. We had a chance to drop in paramilitary troops, but didn't. I think he thought they would give up. Hey, we the people. Good to see you, man. I just emailed you a few minutes ago. I don't know if you got it or not. Hey, Miriam, aka Ceta. Good to see you. Carpenter Self Reliance. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. James Davis. Good to see you. You're not late. You're right on time. Bob William, good to see you. Virginia W, thank you for being here. Good to see you. The Wizard, good to see you. Planted lettuce this last week. I haven't started anything yet. I need to. I think right now you can start like broccoli, cauliflower, stuff like that indoors because it grows so slow. I've got everything to do it. I just haven't had time. Another new grandbaby coming this fall. That's awesome. Congratulations. $300 for $100. We're not in war and desperate. Lettuce can be started outside. Now, Granddaddy always put his in ground by Valentine's. Papa, my new prep this year is learning to can. Awesome. Man, I love canning. Love it. It's so easy and going to save a lot of money in the long run. Maybe save your life in the long run. Canning is addictive. I've I've slowed down a little bit, but when we first started, man, I'm I was canning everything, everything. I tried. I'm under the Biden inflation. You can't blame me. I'm actually only using 22 long rifle anymore because it's cheap, fun. I'm still buying other calibers, but I'm well stocked. I just shoot tens of thousands of rounds in 22 long rifle a year. I'm starting plants in water bottles this year, mini greenhouses. That's awesome. A lot of people do that, and it works very well. Very well. Disavowed Podcast. That's a new name. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. He said, I buy silver 1 ounce coins with Biden on them that says build back better. I have 18 days till I close on a new house in 2.5 acres. Cutting it close for sure. Congratulations. We was just me and Mandy were talking tonight. Not that we're moving or anything, but we was talking about the prices that houses are going for around here, and it's ridiculous. Like I have no doubt we could probably sell ours for 3 times what we're paying for it. Sorry, guys. I'm carving out bushcraft cups and spoons out of scrap walnut. Keeps mind calm. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. And see, that's why, like, when I start doing, planting my seeds and everything, that's calming for me too. I had every intention of doing it yesterday, but things came up and I had an opportunity to make some extra money today, so I was all over that. Or yesterday, I mean. So this weekend, I don't even feel like I had a day off. Ohio bound. Cool. Not far from me. I've cut the bottoms off gallon milk bottles to put over plants like a greenhouse. Absolutely. And that works. It works very well, actually. As much silver as I can. That's awesome, James. Especially right now. Hey, cat lady. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. That's absolutely, I agree with that, Wizard. Work seems to calm the fire in a guy. Just anything to keep your mind off of everything. Let me open it back up. I took her off of that. I wonder. Okay, try again, Jennifer. I took you off. Her stepfather isn't doing well as he should. So please keep her mom and him in prayer for her too. Absolutely. Like I said earlier, I'm not reading anything tonight because I've been so busy this weekend. I I didn't have time to study anything to figure out what I even wanted to do tonight. It's been a very chaotic week and weekend. I've got her down. Seriously though, I have 300 rounds. If anyone is around Sullivan County, I'll take $20 for them. Paid 32 for 350 rounds. Wow. Gary Bulldog, good to see you, man. Thank you for being here. I'm buying basketball and baseball cards. I'm going to trade my LeBron James rookie card for an armored vehicle. Nathan Weston, another new name, I think. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Cat lady, Tommy, I need prayer. Try to turn into a monkey and hanged in a big tree with one arm. Hurt it bad till someone helped me. Cat lady, if you did not have bad luck, you would have no luck at all. Poor woman is constantly in something. I've got you down. We'll definitely be praying for you. James Davis. I hate to hear that, man. I've got a friend that suffers from PTSD. Shut you down. Let's see if I can change this here. Maybe not. I was going to try to turn the slow chat off, but I can't figure out how to do it.